Hey guys, I am so sorry I'm not with you today. I am at the glass blowing school with our fifth graders, and I was just sure you guys had already started this project, but you have not, so we're gonna go ahead and start today. Our amazing Seb is gonna pass out your papers to you guys. When you get it, make sure your name is on the back, okay, just like mine, and you'll need a pencil and a Sharpie. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna draw the three wise men on a hill, and they're gonna be carrying things in their hands. But we're only going to finish this project next week. Today, we're just gonna do the drawing, the Sharpie, and the oil pastels, okay? And we're only gonna oil pastel the Wisemen that we draw today. We're not gonna do anything on the ground or in the background. We're actually gonna do a watercolor technique next week to finish these. So let's get started. We're gonna begin by making just a very slight hill. Don't make it too pointed or too sharp. It just doesn't look quite as right, okay? And then we're gonna draw. It's kind of an odd shape to draw, but the wise men wore robes, and when you walk in a robe, it bells out at the bottom. So this is to emulate the three wise men walking toward baby Jesus, okay? So then we're gonna draw a head, and you can go ahead and fix your circle and erase however you need to, but know that you're going to leave the top part of his head off because we're gonna put a crown on him. So we're gonna do a straight line right there. So it looks kind of like we chopped his head off, but we're not really doing that. So once you've drawn the straight line, then you're gonna add a crown, and you can add whatever kind of crown you want. This is just what I usually do. Okay. Maybe even add like an extra line in there if you want. Okay, we're not gonna draw faces. We're gonna leave that alone. And then if you've ever seen a robe sleeve, it's very belled out. So you're kind of gonna do an upside down U like that. And then when you get toward the end, curl it up a little bit because in his hand, he's gonna be carrying something, okay? So once you've gotten to that point, then you're gonna erase this line because, oh, my eraser's not good. Because his sleeve is in front of his body, so you wouldn't actually be able to see his body, okay? And we'll go over this in oil pastel, so you don't have to worry about still seeing the line. And then we're gonna draw his hand right there, okay? You're gonna do this 3 more times. So you're gonna draw a wise man there, and a wise man there. In the other classes, I've had people do different kinds of headdresses and not do crowns. It is totally up to you what you want to put on their head. It just needs to be accurate to the time era and the story, okay? It's up to you. Okay, I'm gonna finish the crowns. Maybe this one's a little bit taller. It's up to you. Okay, then you're gonna finish the arms. And be sure to erase the body line like that. If you erase, just add your lines back in. Okay. Then the last thing we're gonna do is we're gonna add something in their hands. So I'm gonna flip my paper over because I'm gonna show you a couple of different options. So gold, frankincense, and myrrh. They were liquids and solids. So my guess is there was some sort of like vase or vase, however you say it. So I would probably put something like that, maybe even put like a little foot on it. Give it some handles. Give it some handles. So that's option number 1. And then option number 2 is probably gonna be a box of some sort. So you can do a rectangle and then do a trapezoid on the top. You can add any extra details you want. Maybe there's an extra line there, it's up to you. But those are your 2 options, okay? Okay, so now I'm gonna add some things into their hands. And then I'm gonna end up going over everything in Sharpie and then coloring the 3 wise men, their crowns, their gift, all with oil pastel. I'm not coloring the ground and I'm not doing the background. We're gonna watercolor those next time. Okay, once you get to this point where you finished all your oil pastel, you are done for the day. We will end up painting these next week. So again, don't paint or color anything down here. Don't do anything up here, but just add all the detail you can. But I do need you to try to finish this today. All right, guys, I missed you today, and I will see you next week.